All right, this is John Colo at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for today. I'm actually on vacation here at the Reunion Wellness Resort here in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Beautiful Costa Rica. Been spending the last week here. This is right near the Blue Zone, the Nicoya Peninsula that I visited actually just a few days ago. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys how they grow their own sprouts, microgreens, even hydroponic lettuces, and we'll be juicing it for you guys today in the Hurom H70. All right, so as you guys can see here, I'm in the grow room at Reunion Wellness Resort, and they've invested a lot to basically grow their own food on site, whether it's the microgreens that you guys see here on this side, the wheatgrass, more sunflower greens, or a ton of lettuce all right behind me. They're growing it in a climate conditioned, pest-free environment so that they don't need to spray any pesticides. And today I'm here for the wheatgrass. It's looking really nice. And we're gonna go ahead and take one whole flat of wheatgrass. Look at these nice healthy roots on there, guys. And we're gonna go ahead and juice this on up. All right, guys, so I'm here back in my suite that has an amazing ocean view. I will say that Reunion is an amazing property here, and I've been enjoying my time literally staying right on the beach, and especially when they got living foods growing right here. Anyways, next up, we're gonna go ahead and juice the wheatgrass for you guys in this episode. The first disclaimer I will give you guys is that I'm gonna tell you guys that if you wanna juice wheatgrass and a lot of other leafy greens, then the best style of juicer to use is a single auger horizontal juicer. Horizontal juicers that are single auger do not get clogged or jammed when juicing wheatgrass. It's also very important to purchase a durable and strong horizontal single auger juicer that is made in South Korea. There's a lot of Chinese ones, and if you put wheatgrass in a Chinese horizontal juicer, I'm gonna bet you a lot of money that it probably will break. The South Korean made horizontal juicers are up for the task, and a matter of fact, I juiced many flats in my favorite horizontal juicer at this time, the SoloStar 4. Link down below to that video if you guys want to watch it. That being said, today I'm gonna juice the wheatgrass in my favorite juicer, which is not a horizontal, because with horizontals, you gotta push each item in there. Going to take you guys lots of time and effort. In addition, you got to generally scrub the screen down. That could also take you a lot of time and effort. So for that reason, my favorite juicer these days is the Hurom H70. Not only does it have a hopper, you can load up with whatever you're juicing, including the wheatgrass, as I'll be doing in a second. I've loaded this up with carrots and beets and leafy greens, and the juice comes out automatically without you having to push everything in. The most amazing thing about the Hurom H70 is that when you're done, there's no juicing screen to clean. You literally just spray it off in your sink for 60 seconds and it's clean and you're ready to go. So this means because it is easier to use with the hopper and easier to clean, when you're done, you will be juicing a lot more and drinking a lot more of your, especially things like leafy greens and sprouts and microgreens like the wheatgrass. Just the other day, actually, I juiced a whole bunch of sunflower greens that were grown here at Reunion to make the green juice in the Hurom H70 that I actually drank today. Yes, I do travel with my juicer. I prefer to travel with the Hurom H70, which is also my favorite juicer for the home that's fit in my luggage that I took here. Of course, if this is too big for you to travel with, then I would recommend the Hurom H310. Link down below to that video where you could see that I took that to another hotel and was juicing in the hotel as well. The main reason why I love the Hurom Easy Clean design models are because they're easy to clean. When I'm traveling, sometimes I don't have a kitchen sink like I do here. I have to clean the juicer in the bathroom, and even cleaning this machine that has no screen, no scrubbing is so easy to clean in the bathroom. This machine is not the best machine to juice wheatgrass. So if juicing wheatgrass is your primary produce item you want to juice, do not buy the Hurom H70. That being said, for those of you guys that want to juice wheatgrass every now and then or occasionally, right? And your primary focus is to juice leafy greens, root vegetables, and other fruits and common vegetables, the Hurom H70 would work great. And actually that's what I mostly use it for myself. This is the first time actually I'll be juicing wheatgrass in it. So the most important thing to remember when juicing wheatgrass in the Hurom H70 or any vertical juicer that the auger does not run parallel to your work surface, right? If it's running vertically, like up and down, like in this model, then you need to pre-cut your wheatgrass. So in horizontal juicers, you can just take the scissors and you can just basically snip off the wheatgrass. And then in most horizontal juicers, you would just basically stick this whole bunch of wheatgrass right into the juicer with no additional cutting or processing required. You know, the worst thing you can do in a vertical is just stick all the wheatgrass in. It's gonna cause a massive clog or jam. Why does this happen? Well, that's because wheatgrass is very fibrous. You guys can see this wheatgrass, right? It's got these long blades that stand up, right? That are reaching for the sky, reaching for the stars at night. And when you put this in the machine, the produce kind of gets chopped up and worked down, and then it actually has to make a right angle turn to come out here, all the pulp that's gonna come out. This is where these machines will clog or jam. So you absolutely need to do this pre-processing step to juice wheatgrass successfully in the Hurom H70 or other vertical juicer. So what you need to do before putting the wheatgrass into the Hurom H70 is that you need to pre-cut it, pre-process. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the scissors and I'm just gonna snip off maybe like a 1/4 inch at a time. So I'm just gonna snip off a 1/4 inch and then move my hand down, and I'm gonna have a plate full of literally wheatgrass that I've already pre-cut into basically 1/4 inch or even a little bit less pieces. This will allow you to juice the wheatgrass in a vertical juicer such as the Hurom H70 or other models. So in order to save you guys some time, we're gonna go ahead and chop up all this wheatgrass into little pieces and fast forward it so you can see the process. Whew. All right, guys, so I'm just about done cutting down this whole flat of wheatgrass. I think I got one more cut here as I cut down the last amount of wheatgrass. I'm gonna say the wheatgrass grown here, super nice. Anyways, I mean, the other thing I'll tell you guys is that you want to try to get 1/4 inch, right? And this is not hard. It reminds me of like cutting hair. If you're a hair cutter, when I get my hair cut, the like hairdresser lady will like hold my hair and then cut it. It's like I'm trimming my hair. So it's really not difficult. It just does take some time. And, you know, I'm going to give you guys once again the warning, do not try to juice wheatgrass without doing this first step. This is the essential step that will cause you to succeed or fail real badly if you try to juice wheatgrass uncut in a vertical juicer. So you guys can see I have a whole plate of cut wheatgrass. Now is the easy part and the funnest part of juicing wheatgrass in the Hurom H70. We're just gonna go ahead and lift up this lid and we're just gonna take handfuls of the grass and literally just drop it into the hopper. So let me go ahead and get all this wheatgrass into the hopper. All right, guys, so you guys can see I almost got all the wheatgrass in there, and just we're getting the last bit of wheatgrass off the plate here into the hopper. Definitely probably better if you use the bowl. But yeah, all this wheatgrass easily fit in the hopper, and we even had a bit more space. Most important thing is you don't want to just sit there and like pack it in there. You want to leave it kind of loose and fluffy. We want to make sure we have a collection cup to collect the pulp, and more importantly, you want to leave the spout cap open during the juicing process, in my opinion, for the maximum amount of yield. Next up, let's go ahead and turn this juicer on that runs at a low and slow 60 RPM to cold press out the wheatgrass. All right, turn it on and let's see if this thing jams, clogs, or stops, or if we're successful at juicing literally one flat of wheatgrass in the Hurom H70. All right, success. We have the juice coming out on this side and the pulp coming out over on this side. Where the pulp comes out, some of the juice did run out at first until it got ground up more, but now all the juice, as you can see, is coming out of the machine. As you guys can see, the Hurom H70 is done juicing the wheatgrass. It basically didn't clog, stop, or jam at all. Most important thing I want to let you guys know when juicing wheatgrass is I want you guys to keep an eye on the pulp coming out. The pulp should continually move. It might have a few pauses, but if the pulp stops flowing and then the machine starts making some really weird noises, that's because you didn't properly pre-cut and there's gonna be a clog or jam, that could actually wreck your machine. But yeah, in this case, no problems whatsoever. It got through the whole hopper full of wheatgrass without a problem. We're gonna go ahead and close that spout cap. And you can see here we made probably getting close to 140 ml of straight wheatgrass juice. Now, yes, we did make some foam. The vertical juicers, when juicing leafy greens and other slow juicers, can produce more foam, which is basically just aerated juice. How can you prevent this when you're juicing wheatgrass? Well, don't juice wheatgrass alone like I did today. You would want to basically put in some of the cut up wheatgrass and then maybe a handful of cut up jicama or carrots, right? Put some cucumbers in there, some apple in there. You're going to probably want to do that anyways because you're probably not going to want to drink the straight wheatgrass juice. So always juicing wheatgrass with other produce items can significantly reduce the amount of foam that is occurring when you make wheatgrass juice, right? Another thing I want to show you guys is the pulp. So this is the wheatgrass pulp here, and if I put it between my fingers and squeeze, I can squeeze a little bit of juice out. It's not totally wrung out like a horizontal, but once again, you know, this is a vertical juicer, not designed to juice wheatgrass, but of course, the Hurom H70 is quite versatile and can juice many different produce types, and including the wheatgrass, as we learned today. I think the final thing I want to do in this episode is go ahead and taste test the wheatgrass so I can let you guys know what it tastes like. Wow. Tastes good. So I'm tasting like the sweetness. I mean, to me, it just tastes super fresh because obviously I just made it fresh here for you guys. Definitely recommend the wheatgrass here at Reunion Wellness Resort. That being said, what I'm going to tell you guys is that I would not recommend the Hurom H70 if juicing wheatgrass is your primary goal. If your primary goal is juicing wheatgrass, watch the video I made where I compare the Hurom H70 and the SoloStar 4, which would be my recommendation for juicing mostly wheatgrass. Link down below to that video. That being said, on the flip side, if you guys want to juice everything, fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, and wheatgrass occasionally, absolutely get the Hurom H70. The feedback I will give you guys from my personal experience is that you will juice more because the Hurom H70 makes it easier to juice because of the hopper, so you don't have to push the produce in. And more importantly, now that I'm done, it makes cleaning easier because I literally just spray this off, put it to dry. There's no scrubbing involved. So it's simply amazing that the Easy Clean design with no screen can juice wheatgrass, as I've proven in this episode without an issue. So if you guys want to purchase the Hurom H70 that can juice wheatgrass, as well as many other produce items as I have juiced in the past, and I'll put links down below for the Hurom H70 juicing celery, pineapple, cucumbers, peppers, carrots. I've juiced beets. I've juiced all kinds of things in the Hurom H70. Links down below so you guys can see how this machine performs on all of them. And if you guys want to get the lowest price on the Hurom H70, I've negotiated with Hurom to get my viewers always the lowest available public price using my coupon code. We'll throw up right there, wheatgrass at hurom.com. This will save you a minimum of 10% off the Hurom H70 that I remind you guys also has a full 15-year warranty. The easiest juicer to clean, the longest warranty in this industry, is definitely a winner in my book. And I love this machine so much, I brought it all the way here to Costa Rica so I could juice wheatgrass with you in this episode today. Now, when you guys use that coupon code, not only will you get the lowest price, but also Hurom will share me a small commission so I can continue to make these educational videos for you guys to show you guys the truth about juicers, because it's unfortunate, in my opinion, that other influencers out there just kind of promote one brand or the other. And meanwhile, I promote all the different brands that have more videos on juicers than any other influencer out there. And I consider myself the #1 juicer expert in the world because I've juiced all kinds of different produce items in many different juicers. And I'm here to tell you guys my honest opinions and the best one to buy so you guys get the right juicer for you. And more importantly, become juicers for life and drink juice on a regular and consistent basis. So if you guys enjoyed this episode today, learning how to juice wheatgrass in the Hurom H70, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, more importantly, share this with other people that have had their juicer clog or jam when trying to juice wheatgrass in a vertical juicer, because this is the way you can do it with the Hurom H70 or actually any other vertical juicer. This technique should work equally as well. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new and upcoming episodes I've coming out every 5 to 7 days. You're under wash up what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel to enhance your health and to make sure you guys get the right equipment to process your fruits and vegetables in the best ways possible to maximize your nutrition. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as many videos, man. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are worth of knowledge. Over 900 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys all about the best juicers and equipment to process fruits and vegetables to be healthier. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for YouTube visitors.